Hello students. In the last video, we have learned that what is mean by force, and we have come across with the some kinds of the daily life experiences, isn't it? And also we have learned that on the interaction of the two bodies will be causes the force, right? So today's session we are going to learn about how if suppose we have the object. On that object, if there are many number of forces will be acting, let me say more than two forces or three forces or so many forces are acting in the object. So how actually we are going to consider those two forces, right? How that forces will be comes into account, right? Suppose we can say that uh, here we have the block, right? On this block there are two kinds of forces are acting. One force is called as the F1 force. Here the other force is nothing but a F2 force. By looking at the F1 force, this force will be considerably lesser than the F2 force, isn't it? Why I'm talking like, because of the arrow of the A, because the length is less. Just for my reference, I'm just considering. So which is having the less length, which is called as a less force, and the F2 is nothing but a which has the higher length or highest length by compared to the F1. Then I can consider that F2 is as having the highest force. So now F1 and F2 are the two different forces. They are acting in different magnitude forces. They are acting on the block. So whenever these two forces are acting, so what would happen? The block will be moves in a forward direction. Why? Because whenever the two forces acting in the same direction, as we can see here, when the two forces are acting in the same direction, the net force will be given as a sum of these two forces, right? So now F1 plus F2 there gives as a the net force, that is nothing but they are moving in the same direction, right? If suppose the one more force will be, suppose I can say that here I can write that there's a one more kind of force. I can say that F3 force, something it's acting like this. Now how many forces are acting now? Here there are three forces are acting. One is F1, the other one is F2, and the next one is F3 force. So again, these F1, F2, F3 are acting in the same direction. Again, the net force will be considered as a F1 plus F2, and I can write that here the net force will becomes, that is nothing but a plus F3, isn't it? So this can be written as F3. Suppose if there is the one more force will be acting in the same direction. So what I can write? I can say that F4 force. Again, the other kind of force will be acting in the same direction. That will be also added because of they are acting in the same direction. Then that force is also called as a F. That force is also called, taken into the account for the adding, right? So now the net forces will be, suppose if m number of forces which are acting in the same direction, all those forces has to be added. So as a result, the object will be moves in a forward direction. When that will be moves in a forward direction, when the forces are acting in the same direction, right? Suppose now when it comes to the second scenario, here we have the again a block. Here the two forces are acting. One is F1 force, the other one is F2 force, isn't it? Here the F1 and F2 forces, here the F1 and F2 force. So here the F1 and F2 force, they're acting in the opposite directions, isn't it? So F1 is acting to the left to the right side, and this F2 force acting to the right to the left side. So in these cases, we are going to find out the net forces by subtracting them, or we can take the difference between them. Either we can take F1 difference F2. So what we can do, we can take F1 difference F2, then, or we can write F2 difference F1. So we are going to take the, if suppose F2 is having the highest magnitude, we are going to take F2 minus F1. If suppose if F1 is having the highest magnitude, we can write F1 minus F2. So please be remember in this case, if suppose if the forces are acting in the same direction, so all the forces should be sum, we should take in the account for the sum, or all should be added up, right? When we take an account for the, suppose if the two or more forces which are acting in the opposite side directions, as we can see here, these two forces are acting in the opposite side directions. At this time, we have to choose that differences between those two forces, right? So there is also one more kind of doubt will be arises. Sir, what would happen if suppose if the two forces are acting in the same direction? And I can write here, we can see here, see, now just assume that here the F1 and F2 are the two forces, isn't it? These two are acting in the same direction. Now, if suppose if the one more force will be applying to the in this direction, right? Or I can take somewhere here, or I can write here. See here, F1 and F2 are the two forces, they're acting in the opposite side directions. And here I can write F3 force. Now, how would we can write that? So now the same thing we need to follow here. That is nothing but here F2 and F3, they are acting in the same direction, isn't it? So for these two, we need to add F2 plus F3, then we need to subtract by F1 force, right? So overall this, we can conclude that if the forces are acting in the same direction, we have to take that as a sum, or we have to add all the forces. Or if the forces, they're acting in the opposite directions, then we have to go with the subtraction, or we need to go with the differences between the two forces, right? Thank you.